Garret from Garret's Guitar Lessons here, and today I'm going to be going through Feliz Navidad. Now I'm going to be going through a beginner version that uses a capo on the 2nd fret and only uses open chords, an intermediate version that incorporates one bar chord, and then for the advanced players out there, we're going through the intro and the verse kind of lead section. Even though it's 2 guitars, I'm going to be playing it as 1 guitar part. So with the capo on my 2nd fret, I'm only going to be using the C, F, G, and A minor chords, and my rhythm is going to be the same throughout the whole section. Intro, verse, and chorus is going to be down, down, up, down, up, or 1, 2, and 4, and. Now at the end of each section, we're going to be playing a chord, C, and then stopping it and kind of letting the beats go on. So the intro is going to be C, F, G, C, then C again, and then C with the stop. Now for the verse, it's going to be F, G, C, C, and then F, C, with another pause. Now the chorus is going to be F, G, C, A minor, F, G, C, and then the last C is going to have a stop again. Awesome. Now something to take note of is that during those pauses are when the words are sung. So we're going to come back in with those with that F chord on Dod and on Chris, on those syllables, on Chris and Dod right there. So without a capo, my chords are going to be D, G, A, and B minor. Now this time I'm going to change up my rhythm slightly by adding a mute on that 2nd beat or on the 2nd down. So all I'm going to do is at the same time that I'm strumming right there, down, I'm going to be placing my right hand on top of it, so that way, just to add a little effect on that 2nd beat right there. So the intro is going to be D, G, A, D, D, G, A, D. And then, of course, I'm going to be muting on that 2nd beat to kind of pause right there. Awesome. Now the verse is going to be G, A, D, another D, G, A, D, and then mute. Awesome. The chorus, G, A, B minor, G, A, and then D, with a D and a mute. Now for the lead part, I'm combining them using our consecutive thirds in order to play both guitar parts together. If you like them separated, they are available on the tab sheet, just like the chords and the rhythm, over at Garret'sGuitarLessons.com. Anyways, here's the intro lead part. So we're starting out with my 1st finger on the 2nd string, 10th fret. My 2nd finger is going to go on the 11th fret, 3rd string. Then we're going to my 1st string, 10th fret, and my 3rd finger on the 12th fret, 2nd string. Then we're going down to my 1st finger on the 9th fret, 1st string, and then 10th fret on the 2nd string. Back to that 1st finger on the 10th fret and 3rd finger on the 12th fret, and be ending it with my 12th fret on the 3rd and 2nd string right there. The next phrase is going to begin with my 12th fret on the 3rd and 2nd string, up to the 12th fret on the 1st string and 14th fret on the 2nd string right there. Back to the 10th and 12th on the 1st and 2nd string, 12th fret on the 3rd string and 2nd string, and then back to our original shape, which is 10th fret on the 2nd string and 11th fret on the 3rd string. So the 3rd phrase is going to be the exact same thing as the 1st phrase, which is going to be my 10th fret on the 2nd string, 11th fret on the 3rd string, and then 10th and 12th on the 1st string, 9th and 10th, 10th and 12th, and then end on my 12th fret on the 3rd and 2nd string. Now the 4th phrase is going to be the 8th fret on the 2nd string, 9th fret on the 3rd string, kind of walking up there, so 8th and 9th, 10th and 11th, and then both my 12th together. I do tend to change my fingering depending on kind of where everything fits right there. So here I'm using my 1st and 2nd fingers, 1st and 2nd, and then 2nd and 3rd right there. And then just kind of descend that same run right there, so to the 12th fret on the 3rd and 2nd, go down to the 10th and 11th, 8th and 9th, and then I'm just going to end it with my 1st finger bar on the 7th fret on the 3rd and 2nd string. Here's the whole thing. Now the verse part is going to begin on the 10th fret on the 1st string and 12th fret on the 2nd string, then 12th fret on both the 2nd and 3rd string, 8th fret on the 2nd string, and then 9th fret on the 3rd string. And now going up to the 11th fret on the 3rd string and 12th fret on the 4th string, and then 9th fret on the 3rd string, 11th fret on the 4th string. Now the next phrase is going to be the 2nd string, 10th fret, 3rd string, 11th fret together, down that same shape, just down 2 frets, 8th fret and 9th fret. Now I'm going to be barring my 1st finger on the 7th fret on the 3rd and 2nd string. And then 9th fret on the 4th string and 7th fret on the 3rd string. And then 7th fret on both the 4th string and the 3rd string now. The 3rd phrase, just like the intro, is exactly like the 1st phrase. So it's going to be that exact same thing again. Now the 4th phrase is more of a single note line. This is going to be 7, 8, 9 on the 4th string, 7, 9 on the 3rd string, and then 6, 7. Now notice I use my 1st finger to kind of slide into that note right there on the 2nd string, and then end on the 7th fret on the 3rd string. Now all those consecutive thirds for our intro and our verse lead parts kind of come from borrowing and envisioning these big bar chords of these versions of these chords up there. So there's a D bar chord. So that's where a lot of that one kind of comes from. And then same thing with the 7th fret right there, kind of borrowing from this. So it's good to kind of visualize where the chords are. Now what's goofy about it is that sometimes, you'll start on one chord and end on another. So that's how this 12th fret, again, is kind of based off of this 5th string bar chord for my G, and then for the A, a lot of times I'm saying almost as like a C shape right there. So in envisioning a lot of that stuff, you can almost kind of see where they're pulling some of those consecutive thirds from. Again, they're not just kind of pulling them out of thin air, they're envisioning them kind of starting over a chord and then ending on another chord. Now sometimes it's the 6th string bar chords, 5th string, or even some different shapes like our C shape. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the comment section below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And check out Garret'sGuitarLessons.com for more free lessons and resources and a free PDF tab version of everything that I went through today. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.